Fantom continues to face resistance at the 0.7106 at the time of this recording, in a move that has now led to the formation of a double top, which is a trend reversal pattern. And on today's video, I will be discussing the key scenarios that can play out in the next coming hours and the key areas of supports that we need to continue holding. So make sure that you stick around till the end of the video. And for those of you that might be interested in taking a trade, you can check out BitGet, which is my go-to exchange. And you can see that on sign up, you can now claim a welcome pack of up to 6,200 USDT. And all you need to provide for registration is an email address and also a phone number to register for an account. Getting back to the charts, I want to start the video by first discussing the double top that we have information over here, where you can see that from the lows that we made on the 3rd of October, we started a very nice bounce to the upside into resistance over here. And you can see that we didn't manage to break above our key area of resistance above the $0.71. We got rejected, saw a bit of a pullback to the lower side. We saw another attempt to break above that key area of resistance with no success, in a move that led to the formation of a double top, which is a chart pattern that breaks to the lower side. And there are chances that in case in the next coming hours we continue to see lower prices, then there are high chances that we are going to see a break of the neckline of this pattern below the $0.63, and we are going to finally see a breakout to the lower side, whose minimum target areas can be given by getting the height between the tops and the neckline, and then placing that height below the neckline, giving us a minimum target area to the 0.5519 in case we see a breakout out of this chart pattern. We also need to have in mind that we can also hit invalidation points for this chart pattern over here in case we continue seeing higher prices and we see Fantom give us a break above our key area of resistance above the 0.71, flipping it back into support. The moment that plays out, then there are very high chances that the odds will be shifting towards seeing higher prices in the next coming hours, in a move that can also be supported using the Elliot structures. And to now give you the Elliot structure that I believe is playing out here on this chart, I want to first zoom out to give you a recap of what has been happening from the lows that we made on the 5th of August, where you can see that after those lows, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside where we picked in a 5-wave structure, completing the formation of a larger Elliott wave count 1. Then we saw a bit of a pullback in a larger Elliott wave count 2 into the minimum target areas highlighted here on the charts, an area that we fully maximized. Then after we got our lows for the second wave, we continued to see higher prices in a larger Elliott wave count 3, in a move that peaked above the $0.76. And after we saw the high for this Elliott wave count 3, I have been expecting to see a bit of a pullback in a larger Elliott wave count 4, whose minimum target areas were given by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the second wave to the high of this Elliott wave count 3, giving me a minimum pullback target area between the Fib level 0.5 and the Fib level 0.382, and that lies between the 0.6106 and the 0.5624, which is the area over here. And you can see that we saw a pullback into the area, managed to get into the area, and we saw a number of candlesticks close within the target area, suggesting that there's a chance that we have a low in place for this Elliott wave count 4, and whatever is playing out at the moment could be the start of a very impulsive movement to the upside in an Elliott wave count 5. And for us to get a confirmation that this Elliott wave count 5 is just getting started, we first need to see a break above the significant high we made above the 0.7658. The moment we manage to break above that high, then that will be enough confirmation that we are now getting impulsive in this Elliott wave count 5. But as long as we continue holding below that key area, and maybe also at some point we totally get rejected at our key area of resistance above the 0.71, then that will be suggesting that we don't have a low in place for this Elliot wave count 4, and we are going to see one more new low into this target area over here in a move that we can term as an ABC corrective structure, having this as a wave A, then a bounce in a wave B, and we can expect one more new low in this wave C, fully maximizing our minimum target area before we can finally bounce to the upside in an Elliot wave count 5 in a move that can easily get us back above the $0.9 in the next coming days. So that is all I'm expecting to play out here on the Fantom chart on the short term and also on the long term, and let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I will be keeping you up to date.